What is going on, Who Dat Nation and Who Dat family? I hope everyone is having a great day. Wanted to show a little bit of love to my guy Ross Jackson. Took his intro a little bit right there. But hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thank you guys for tuning into our live edition of Saints Now by Chat Sports. Let's get this party started and off the ground. Let me know in the comment section, who do you want to draft in round one of the 2024 NFL Draft? Whether it's a offensive lineman, an edge rusher, a wide receiver, a tight end, let me know who you want to draft round one. And I see Blaze Smith in the chat. We got Ty Man the Buckeye. Randy, the legend Lemoyne, is hanging out with us. Dwayne Croissant. Queen Courtney. Hope your dad is doing well, Courtney. Ty Man saying, it's Trizzy. What's good, brother? B. Schmoove says, I have the exact same shirt. Yep, Super Bowl champion shirt. This is the one that I got the morning after the Super Bowl, and I have had it since then. I purposely got it like 3 sizes too big when I was, fourth, fifth grade? I'm trying to remember what grade of school I was in. I was in elementary school, and the Saints won the Super Bowl, and I got it a few sizes big so I could wear it when I was an adult. Good call by young Trizzy right there. We got Kendall Taylor winning. He wants Olu Fashanu. Sandra saying hello to everybody. Jerry, early before 4 p.m. Tracy couldn't wait any longer. Nah, man, I love talking ball, and I wanted to get on the show and start hanging out with you guys. Jerry, keeping the comment section moving. Courtney, I am so sorry. I am terribly sorry about that news. My thoughts and prayers are with your family and everybody that you know and that your father knew. I am so sorry to hear that news and hear that information. I'm going to see if I can get you guys like a little care package or something put together. Courtney, I am terribly sorry about that information. Prayers out to you and your family. Everyone, can you show some love to Queen Courtney in the comment section? Just type Queen Courtney in the comments. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and spread the information. It's her information to share, so just show her some love in the comments. We have a fellow member of the Who Dat Nation and a real one in our family that is hurting today, so everyone show her some love. Really quick, we do need to give a quick shout-out to Game Time. Game Time is an awesome ticketing app, and it's my favorite ticketing app that I use to go to all my favorite live events, whether it's comedy shows, concerts, whether it's live events, games, college sports, professional sports. I don't care. You shouldn't have to worry when you buy tickets to your next big event, and Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy those tickets for all of your live events near you in your city. With killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, and views from your seat, and their best price guarantee, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying tickets. So download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS, that's CHATSPORTS, for $20 off your first purchase. I've already gotten to see the Red Clay Strays this year. I got tickets to a concert up in Fayetteville, Arkansas for my girlfriend Maddie and I because it's one of our favorite bands, and I wanted to use the awesome deal that they have here, $20 off. Basically got myself a t-shirt for free because I was going to spend that $20 anyway. And on top of that, I also love doing guys' nights out, going to Dallas Stars and Mavericks games and all that fun stuff. And on top of that, you have the LSU Tigers taking on my Arkansas Razorbacks at Baum-Walker Stadium. So if you want to get tickets to that elite matchup of college baseball, I encourage you to use our link and use our code CHATSPORTS. So if you download the Game Time app, you create an account and use code CHATSPORTS. You can get $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Once again, create an account, redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. All of that information is in the comment section and description of this video. So shout out your city for me, Saints fans. I want to know where you're hanging out at and where you guys are tuning in. I'm going to put the link to the Game Time promo in the comment section and live chat right now. Keep showing love to Queen Courtney as well. I'm sorry, Courtney. I wanted to sit there and talk and show some love as well, but we do have some business stuff that we have to make sure we can. We had to hit, which is like the sponsor read. That's very important stuff. But we wanted to make sure that you are doing okay, Courtney. We want to make sure that you have the resources and you have the help that you need. So please keep showing love. And Courtney, don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything. We don't live too far away from each other, so if there's any way I can help out, I would love to. A lot of people showing her some love. I love it. Randy saying, in honor of the Queen's dad, $100 coming for her. I love to see that, Randy. Do not feel like you have to send in a super chat. Today doesn't feel like it's one of those let's get crazy and party kind of days. It feels more like a let's rally around a very big part of our family here at Chat Sports. She's back home in Alabama with her family. Courtney, prayers out to you, girl. Prayers out to you. Dwayne checking into New Orleans. We got Mikey, as always, from West Virginia. We got Fleur de Lis. He's in Brooklyn. Let's tear it down and saying, I love Queen Courtney. I'm so sorry. We got Oakdale, Louisiana from Sandra. Blaze checking in from Scott, Louisiana. And we got a lot more real ones hanging out with us. And I will say this, if you guys want to get in on our raffle and on our giveaway, we are doing today is the last chance to earn your spot. So if you want to send in a $10 super chat, you can get a raffle ticket for our Saints dog puzzle that my girlfriend and I did. It's really, really cool. So if you guys want to get that, $10 super chat. And on top of that, your name goes on the ball right here. We have a ton of legends on this chat. We have a ton of real ones here on the ball. If you guys want to get this football, it's a $50 super chat. If you want to get your name on the football, or if you want to put somebody's name, $10, and just let me know what name you want to put on there. We do have Drew Brees, Cam Jordan, and Taysom Hill on there. So if you want to get like Chris Olave or Rashid Shaheed, that's a good player to throw on there as well. But yeah, that's our little super chat deal of the day we got going on. $10 gets you on the board or on the football, and it gets you a raffle ticket for this puzzle. Shout out to producer Seeps for moving this photo over because I forgot to. And on top of that, if you send in a 50, you can win the football. Right now, it's headed to Mikey Taylor. I'm actually going to keep the football out because that might be something that I need. Sorry, guys. Kind of a little bit thrown off today. Oh! Randy! Showing some love. He said he was going to do this one for Queen Courtney and her father. So everyone, clap it up for Randy. Show some love to Queen Courtney. Show some love to her family as well in the comment section. Randy, the legend, Lemoyne, strikes again. We love to see it. Again, I just don't want to sit here and try and turn a light situation into something that, or turn a heavy situation into something light. Courtney has been a big-time supporter of what I've been doing here for a long time, so it just feels more appropriate to sit here and be a helping hand and try to be a friend to Queen Courtney. But Randy, you are doing a great job of being a friend as well. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you for that donation. And as always, I appreciate you for chopping it up with me every time you send me an email. But let me know in the comment section, where's your dream vacation destination? Randy saying, my honor, Trace, and the Queen. Yep. Paying respects to Queen Courtney and her family. I love it. I absolutely love it. Duff Nation just got off. Work. What did I miss? Nothing. We're about to get this thing started. But let me know where your dream vacation destination is. Ethan says he wants to go to the bar in Fort Worth called Yo Mama's House, which actually it's called Your Mom's House in Fort Worth. But Ethan, good looks there. Funny enough, Ethan, I think I'm feeling lucky if you want to play that 6 and 9 game or whatever, the guess and number game. But if you guys want to let me know where your dream vacation destination is, I want you to let me know. Ethan says, not what I meant. Come on, you know that. I don't know that. How would I know that? I know that you want to go to the bar in Fort Worth on 7th Street called Your Mom's House. Is that your dream vacation? Because I've been to that bar. It's kind of whack if you ask me. We got Sandra wants to go to Ireland. We actually had an Irish kicker try out for the team, so that's pretty cool. We'll talk about him in a second. Duff Nation wants to go to a Saints game. Dwayne wants to go to Germany. Justin wants to go to Italy. U.S. champ, my bed is my dream vacation because I'm still at work. LOL. Ethan, sure, let's keep it at that. Ethan, you couldn't get my mom if you tried. I guarantee you. I guarantee it. Jeremy says, I want to go back to the Grand Canyon or the Cayman Islands. Jeremy, both of those sound electric. Both of those sound awesome. Ethan says, I'm just hungry. Well, go get you some grub, Ethan. Go get you some grub. No one's stopping you from grabbing some. He wants some gumbo. I would love a good bowl of gumbo. I'm also, fun fact, when I get a puppy, I'm naming him Gumbo, and he's going to be freaking stud. I'm going to bring him on the show all the time. Blaze wants to go to a New Orleans Saints game. Mikey, Tokyo to Japan, and U.S. champ asking if there's anyone watching from Maryland. So let us know if anyone's watching from Maryland. What we got coming up on today's show, we have a new kicker trying out. He is an Irish kicker, and he could be a really intriguing option to possibly replace Blake Grupe. So I'm going to talk about Charlie Smith here in just a moment. We also got the latest draft rumors around the New Orleans Saints. Dennis Allen, I believe that he might have leaked what the Saints are going to be doing in round 1 of the 2024 NFL Draft. So I encourage you to hang out with us for a little bit longer if you want to know what the Saints are going to be doing as well. And as always, we got a mailbag to end today's show. If you want to get involved and you want to get on the show, ask a question, send in a hot take, a draft target, trade idea, free agent, whatever. Send in any idea with hashtag Saints or a super chat, and you will get on the show. If you do send in a super chat, you kind of skip the line. It's fast pass style at Disney where we hop ahead of the line. We sit there and talk about it, and you're guaranteed to get on the show. If you don't super chat, totally okay, but you're up to the mercy of producer Seeps, who, from what I understand, is pretty particular with the questions he likes to pop up here. So get on the show, use hashtag Saints or super chat. I want to see 2 people right now put in a question. I want 2 people right now use hashtag Saints and send in a question. He's going to be drunk on the football field trying to kick. LOL, that's funny. All right, I want 2 people right now to send in a question with hashtag Saints. And Blaze, it cannot be about your Bayou Hurricanes. And Ethan, no, I will not marry you. I need 2 questions from 2 people who want to get on the show. Whoever the first 2 people are, you're getting on the show guaranteed. So who wants to get featured and be shown in front of thousands and thousands and thousands of Saints fans every single day? You got to get on the show. Got to get on. This is your chance. I'm trying to give you an opportunity to load up your questions now because we have a bunch of them come in shortly. Then, things might be a little bit different. Good question, Duff Nation. I like that question. U.S. champ, you can ask me that question. Just use hashtag Saints with it. For the record, I am throwing all of my money, and I'm throwing my girlfriend's money, and my mom's money, and my dad's money, and my dog's money on Mike Tyson. And Jeremy Gates, Ethan, I appreciate you for sending in those questions as well. Garrett, good question too. Let's get into the latest around the New Orleans Saints. We're going to be talking about the kicker that's working out for New Orleans here soon. And on top of that, I want to make sure I have this correct. Give me 1 second. Sorry, Smith. I almost called you Smitty. That would have been embarrassing. I would imagine calling anybody Smitty. All right. Okay, yeah, it was later this week, so it'll be just this week. Okay, cool. Wanted to make sure I had the phrasing right on something, but let's get this party started. Could the Saints be getting a new kicker? Let's talk about it. We got some news around the New Orleans Saints. Can we start over? I hesitated. I wanted to make sure I didn't say his name wrong because I keep thinking it's Austin Smith for some reason. I knew a kid in high school named Austin Smith. I think that's what it was. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This is how the sausage is made. This is behind the scenes. Sometimes you have to do a second take and have to retry it. So bear with me. I'm so sorry, guys. Holy cow, that was embarrassing. Let me take a sip of water and let's try that again. Good God. Seeps, we're making this happen. Let's do this. We got some news around the black and gold that I wanted to kick off today's show, literally kick off today's show with, because New Orleans is working out the Irish kicker Charlie Smith later this week. I think that he might be a guy who could possibly challenge Blake Grupe for a roster spot. And let's talk about the Irish kicker. At the NFL Scouting Combine, he actually had a pretty good showing, went 12 for 16 with a long of 50 yards. And on top of that, at his USF Pro Day, 8 for 10 and a long of 60 yards. And then there was a clip that recently surfaced on social media that I tweeted out on my personal account at Girouard48. Link is in the comment section and description of this video. He nailed a 63-yard field goal outside. Like that happened like today. So, maybe the guy's got a boot. Maybe this is somebody that'd be worth bringing in. And I will say this on the 63-yard kick. He literally sent it on this insane curve. Like, it was like 8 to 10 yards out this way and came and curved in and freaking nailed it. But let's talk about what the Irish News, a website that I was doing some research on Charlie Smith, had to say. The young down shot stopper, Charlie Smith, converted 8 of his 10 efforts, including 1 from 60 yards and at 22. Smith has the highest ceiling out of the 5 kickers that are taking part in the combine. Now, I do think that this is good competition for Blake Grupe because I think he showed a lot of good flashes, but I also think at times he struggled. And I go back a lot to the Packers game where he missed a field goal. Ultimately would have won them the game had he nailed it. Didn't really happen. Of course, we all know how the game panned out the rest of the way. But then on top of that, there was just miss issues and there was like a lack of super great consistency. But again, he's a rookie. So, I don't want to sit here and say he is terrible. I mean, inside 30 from 20 to 29, 10 to 12 isn't that good. I'm actually pretty upset about that number. But from 30 to 39, he was 6 for 6. From 40 to 49, 8 of 10. 9 to 10 would have made me feel a little bit better, but that's just me getting picky. And from 50 plus, he was actually 6 of 9. Of course, that's very nice. But on top of that, I think that it could develop a little bit more if he can get more accurate, because a lot of the times it wasn't that the ball didn't have the distance, it was the accuracy that was the problem. But what I will say is, credit where it's due, let's give him his flowers. The rookie was 40 for 40 on extra points. Didn't miss a single one. Didn't have any issues after scoring touchdowns. And on top of that, when the Saints played against the Patriots early in the season, Blake Grupe was the special teams player of the week. He had a total of 10 points. He went 4 for 4 on extra points, and he went 2 for 2 on field goals. Both of those were 50-plus yards, and one of them was 56. That is really impressive for a rookie. I do think that is good production, especially at an outdoor stadium like Gillette. I think that Blake Grupe does show some promise, but I am always for bringing in some competition. So enough about Grupe. Let's talk about Charlie Smith. He was formerly the goalie for down... I'm going to be honest. The name is slipping me. I'm going to look it up. This is bad radio, but it's just terrible. I'm so sorry. It is the Down GAA is the Gaelic Athletic Association in Ireland. I was not prepared for that. But he was formerly a goalie in the Gaelic Athletic Association, and he was the Ulster U20 champion team back in 2020. And with the International Player Pathway Program, it doesn't allow an extra player on the practice squad. So maybe he's not a guy who immediately takes over Blake Grupe's spot. Maybe he's a player that sticks around on the practice squad and could challenge Blake Grupe and maybe take over at a certain point. But the guy doesn't have any, NFL or like American football experience, but Irish football is similar enough in terms of what he can do, and he is a goalie, so a lot of his kicks are, lining up and kicking it like it would be a field goal or an extra point or a kickoff. So I think that there is something to say about that. But I want you to pick a kicker for me. Do a little bit more research as well on Charlie Smith. Admittedly, there's not a ton out there on him because it's kind of the first we're hearing about him. But I want you to let me know. Would you rather take a waiver and try and take a chance on a guy like Charlie Smith, or do you want to run it back with Blake Grupe? Just let me know down in the comment section by typing CS or BG. And while you're down there, I need your help because we're kicking their ass in the sub battle. But the Falcons Today channel has been red freaking hot. Thanks to Matthew Peterson. Now they're closing in on the gap to possibly catch up to and pass our Saints Now channel. Absolutely the F not. F the Falcons and help me out. If you want to just absolutely dismantle Raheem Morris and Kirk Cousins, the Atlanta Falcons, I need you to subscribe today. Because if we beat them in the walls at Chat Sports, I bet we'll beat them on the field this fall. But let's kick off or round out today's video more so with this CBS mock draft that I saw. Eric Galko, he had the New Orleans Saints selecting Amarius Mims at Georgia, or out of Georgia at number 14 overall. And here's exactly what CBS Sports had to say in their article. Even as the 5th tackle taken, it's growing unlikely that Mims won't get into the 20s as he has incredible upside and tools to develop. The Saints can test him out along with Trevor Penning to see which is their left tackle and left guard for the future. Now, here's my gripe with this. It's not going to be who's going to be left tackle and left guard. Amarius Mims only played right tackle. He did not log a single snap with the Georgia Bulldogs at any position other than right tackle. And I do think that right tackle is an important need because of the Ryan Ramczyk injury news. And we put a whole video out about that yesterday. If you missed out on that, check it out after you finish with this video. But I just don't necessarily think that it's Trevor Penning or Amarius Mims. One's your left guard, one's your left tackle. I don't think it's that simple. And I'm going to get more thoughts on Mims here in just a second. But I want to give a shout out to Game Time, because Game Time is my favorite ticketing app, and you shouldn't have to worry about when you buy tickets to your next big event. Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all your sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you. And with last-minute deals and all-in prices, views from your seat, and on top of that, their best price guarantee, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying tickets. So download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS. You see it at the bottom of your screen right there for $20 off your first purchase. I've already gotten to see the Red Clay Strays once, and on top of that, I'm trying to get up to Fayetteville this weekend for the LSU Tigers taking on my Arkansas Razorbacks at Baum-Walker Stadium in a college baseball juggernaut matchup. My number one Hogs are taking down the Tigers. I'm telling you right now. I'm using that code CHATSPORTS. You see it on your screen. CHATSPORTS. Create an account, redeem that code, you get $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. Terms do apply. Now, in terms of the production for Amarius Mims, it wasn't bad. Like, it was actually really freaking good. The overall PFF grade is pretty damn stellar. And he allowed 0 sacks, 0 hits, a big old goose egg in terms of penalties, and only 1 QB hurry in 2023 on just 297 snaps. So a little bit of a limited sample size, but nonetheless, still really good production for Mims. Now, let's take a deep dive at his analytics. The run blocking grade is at a 68.4. I want that to be a little bit higher, but I love this pass blocking grade at above 81. Now, his zone and his gap grade, kind of lacking on the zone grade. The gap grade is a little bit more impressive, but that's just some more analytics around the Georgia right tackle. And here's my thing about this. This pick feels forced to me. And at number 14 overall, I'm okay with not going Amarius Mims. If all of the top offensive tackles are gone, if Olu Fashanu, Talisi Fuaga, Troy Fontenot, Joe Alt, J.C. Latham, all of them, if they're all gone by the Saints pick at 14, I'll give you my thoughts here in a second, but I just don't think you need to force a selection at offensive tackle for the 14th overall pick. But let me know. Shout them out in the comments section. Who would you want to draft in round 1? Get loud and get active in the comments, and I can't wait to see what you got to say. But here's how the CBS mock draft kind of shook out in terms of like players that the Saints might be interested in and players that the Saints definitely should be interested in. So in terms of players already selected, Joe Alt, Olu Fashanu, Talisi Fuaga, and J.C. Latham, all off the board. Now, Troy Fontenot, he can play a little bit on the tackling, play a lot of interior guard. He's a just offensive lineman. I like his versatility, and I think he'd be a good fit. Brock Bowers was available as well for the pick that CBS Sports made. Byron Murphy and Jared Verse were both also there, but they had the New Orleans Saints passing and going with Amarius Mims. And so I'm going to just go back to this, thought here. The offensive line, there's no question about it, is the number one need for the New Orleans Saints right now. Because it's not just left tackle anymore, it's right tackle too. And on top of that, the interior, the guard positions on both sides could definitely be better. And I'm not saying you have to replace them, but they need to improve. So don't force the offensive line pick at 14 just because you really want an offensive lineman. Like, get a guy who's going to be a good fit. Get a guy who's going to contribute and stick around with your team and be a solid part of the offense. If your top guys are gone, though, go best player available. Go grab a Brock Bowers. Go grab a Brian Thomas Jr. and address it in a later pick in the second round or one of your fifth round selections, or package those up and move up into the third or fourth round and go get a guy. Or shit, just go sign somebody in free agency. Or hell, just frickin' play better to the guys in the locker room. There's my TED Talk. Thank you for joining us. So if you want us to go live for the 2024 NFL Draft, I'm trying to convince the bosses to let us have some airtime and some studio space, but I need your help. Hit the thumbs up icon. If we can get up to 500 likes on today's video, I got a really good argument and a really good case for my bosses. So help me out, like today's video, and as always, Saints fans, y'all stay golden. We'll see you next time. Everyone show some love to Queen Courtney right this second. I don't want anyone to do anything in the comment section except for show some love to our girl, Queen Courtney. $10 super chat. Queen Courtney, thank you so much. We do have your dad on here. We have him on here twice. We put Mike, and then we also put Queen Courtney's dad because we wanted to make sure everyone knew who Mike was. So, boom, there you are. Dale saying, shout out my name. Dale. Damn it, Dale. It's like Step Brothers for those of you who don't know it. But Queen Courtney, shout out to you, girl. If you want us to put somebody else on the ball, Queen Courtney, let us know, and we'll put another name on there for you. If you want to put like your daughter, if you want to put another family member on the ball, we'd love to do that for you. Just let us know in the comment section. All right, let's go to YK Matt. Bowers to the Jets. Would you go Olu or Fashanu? Olu. I'd go Olu Fashanu. I just think he is so pro-ready, and he'd be a really good fit for what the Saints need. I would go Olu Fashanu. That's just me personally. I love the idea of Troy Fashanu too. I think that either one would be a good pick, but I would go Olu Fashanu if I had the option. Dale is asking, can I have a football? Well, Dale, you want to see how you can win the football? Here's how you do it. Last chance to enter. $50 super chat. Maybe this could be yours. Right now, Mikey Taylor is in the lead and in the running to win this football. But Dale, if you want to win it, you got to send in a few $50 super chats or a couple hundreds, and that's how you can get this ball out of Mikey Taylor's hands. But I can guarantee he's going to fight you for this. Mikey wants this ball more than anything. But Dale, if you don't want to send in a 50, we can put your name on the ball for a $10 super chat. And on top of that, you're also entered into a raffle for our Saints dog puzzle. I did it with my girlfriend. It's a lot of fun. It only took us like a day or two to do it. So easy way to spend some time with a friend or spend some time with a fellow Saints fan that wants to talk ball. Dale asking, can I have it for free? You're going to have to ask Mikey Taylor. I just mail it out. You're going to have to ask Mikey Taylor. You spent about $400-ish on it. So you're going to have to ask him. If he wants to give it to you for free, Dale, we can have a conversation about it. But I don't think Mikey's going to just let this ball go away to anybody for free. But Mikey, that's your call, man. Right now it's your ball. So literally the ball is in your court. There you go. It's your ball, your call, my friend. All right. So we're going to talk about a really, really juicy, I'm not talking apple juice. I'm not talking orange juice. I'm talking juicy draft stuff. We're going to talk about it here in just a few minutes. Ethan, I got Mike Tyson kicking Jake Paul's ass. Let's dive on in. Let me take a quick sip of water, and let's make it happen. Guys, this is going to be a really fun segment. Really quick, we do have 60 people hanging out with us. I want to get some more people in the chat. Can you guys help me out? Hit the thumbs up icon. Once we get to 40 likes, I just need 5 more. We get 40 likes, we can get this next segment started. And Mikey Taylor, LOL, I love the message. Sending in a $5 super chat. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I will fight LOL and Queen Courtney. We love you. The Queen Courtney emojis in the chat. Put the crowns in the chat. Put the crowns in the chat. Blaze picking Mike to win. Lanky, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for joining my Twitter space the other day. By the way, Seeps, I'm sorry, we'll go in just 1 second. I want to quick plug my Twitter real fast. So I've been starting to do Twitter spaces, which is just am I a Packers fan? Hell no. in what world did you think I was a Packers fan? God, no. I've been starting to do some like Twitter spaces and stuff, and that's just like another way for you guys to get interactive with me, to talk ball like one-on-one with me in front of other fans and like talk to other people. So, and on top of that, we're trying to get like Ross Jackson, Chris Risvoglu, John Hendricks, maybe Nick Underhill. I'm trying to get some of those guys to join as well. I've already reached out to some of them, and they have been very responsive. They would all hop in and talk with us. So if you guys want to give me a follow on Twitter, I'll give you a shout out right now if you do. But yeah, give me a follow, because I was thinking about running a Twitter space tonight, and if I can get a few followers that'll join me tonight, then I would 100% do it. So give me a follow on Twitter if you guys want to join a space. And if you don't know what Twitter Spaces is, it's a lot like Sports Talk Radio, where I'm going to be on a mic and I'm just going to be talking and chopping it up. You guys can ask questions. We can bounce ideas off. You have a floor in a public forum to just speak about the Saints, talk about whatever you want to do. Sandra, I don't have a Twitter. No worries, girl. I want to try and find a way for us to do a little bit more of this kind of stuff, but Twitter Spaces is the easiest way to make it happen for free right now. So if you guys want to like help me build my career, help me build my brand, and on top of that, I want to reward you guys, and I want to make you a part of it. We can chop it up and talk on social media. YK Matt saying he'll be there. Awesome, Matt. Thank you for hanging out with us. And if you guys want to give me a follow, it's on there. Discord calls are better. Ethan, I don't know anything. I'm going to be honest. I don't know shit about Discord. I know that people use it when they play video games. And the one time that I tried to download it and figured out, I just couldn't. So I will not be using Discord. If you ever want to talk with me, you're going to have to go on Twitter Spaces, because I'm not signing up. I'm not creating a Discord. That's just not going to happen, unfortunately. I already got too much stuff on my plate. Discord is not something I can add to my plate on top of it. Randy, yeah, I would love for you to join. Ethan, I'd love for you to join. U.S. Champ, Sandra, everybody, I'd love for you guys to join. I was thinking about doing one tonight, so we'll see. I have to kind of get out of here and go home and see what I have to do for the rest of the evening, see if my girlfriend needs me to run any errands and whatnot. But Lanky, you should put my mock draft on your live. Here's what I'll do, Lanky. Here's what I'm going to do. Can you DM'd it to me. I'm gonna put it in the mailbag. I'm going to put it in the mailbag. Seeps, I'm sorry. This is just one last thing I need to do. Lanky, did you send me, you DM'd it to me, right? Or did you tweet it at me? Luke Elliott, I appreciate the follow, man. Thank you. Thank you. Where is, I know you tweeted it at me. Lanky, can you DM it to me again? Let me see if I can find it. Sorry, guys. This is bad radio. But this is what we do. We want to be interactive. We want to make you guys a part of it. You DM'd it on Instagram. Okay. All right. I can grab it really quick. Not now. Give me 1 sec. Sorry, guys. This is just no bueno. How do I see my messages on here? Oh, it's probably the messages tab. Nico, always sending me some great stuff. I appreciate you, man. Let me find it. I'm gonna be honest. I don't see it. Lanky, can you resend it to me? Lanky, can you resend it to me? Dale, I'll put the Twitter in the chat again. The link is in the chat. Lanky, can you re-DM it to me, and I'll put it on I'll see if we can get on the show for you. There it is. Got it. I got it. All right. Sorry, Seeps. 30 seconds, and I have a photo incoming, and we'll just run it with the mailbag. First like, do it after the ad read. Oh, that's a social. Actually, can you do it kind of towards the top? Yeah, because I am doing a social plug. Where's the photo tab? This is really bad radio. I'm sorry, y'all. You get to see how the sausage is cooked, though. Isn't this fun? You guys get to see what we do on a daily basis. All right. Let's go square, and let's go vertical. Let's go horizontal. All right. Boom. There you go. Got it. All right. Lanky boy, I got you. Let's do this. I got you, Lanky. I got you. We're going to put it on the next, on the mailbag, which will be in about 20 minutes. Thank you for following my Twitter, Dale. I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out with us. Let's get into some draft rumors because I think that Dennis Allen might have leaked some information. See, if I start off on this bad, tell me and just we can run it back. Did Dennis Allen leak what the New Orleans Saints draft plan is? I think he might have, and I'm going to talk about it here in just a second. But what we're also discussing on today's video is an insane PFF trade idea that has the New Orleans Saints picking in the top 10. But let's kick it to Dennis Allen and what he said the other day to media. He said, I feel like the addition of Cedrick Wilson gives us a little bit of a veteran presence, somebody that's even kind of been there and done that. So I thought that was a good piece. I certainly think that's an area in terms of a pass catcher, not necessarily a wide receiver, but a pass catcher is something that we will continue to look at. Ladies and gentlemen, Brock Bowers might be a New Orleans Saint. We're going to talk about it here in a minute, but I want you guys to subscribe for more updates and videos. I wanted to do this video and discuss some draft buzz after the Ryan Ramczyk news. And if you don't know what happened with Ram, I encourage you to look at this video. It's on the channel. I put it out yesterday. We provided a news video around all the updates you need to know, as well as a bunch of replacements through the draft and free agency that could fill in and replace Ryan Ramczyk in a worst-case scenario position. But don't forget to subscribe. Let's talk about the league, and let's talk about some crazy draft ideas. So Ian Rappaport putting this out yesterday that the New Orleans Saints are preparing for the real possibility that Ryan Ramczyk is medically not able to play this season, sources say. This video was filmed on Wednesday, March 27th as a part of our live show. So, just in case anything does change or anything does happen, that's just me saying we filmed this as a part of the live show. Join us for our lives. But we wanted to give you guys this update. Coach Dennis Allen alluded to Ramczyk's knee not responding as they hoped, and it's unclear whether or if it will, or unclear when or if it will, It's a true question mark. Now, I was scrolling through the internets and the interwebs and on the line, if you will, as my dad likes to say, and I came across this PFF trade idea, and I'm just gonna let you guys look at it for a second. Got it? You absorbed it? Okay. Without even knowing the pick, I hate this idea. Without even knowing who the Saints are selecting. Didn't have to read any further. I hated it. I hated the idea. I really did. I'm not giving up my first, it would be a pick swap. I'm not giving up my second round pick and a fifth rounder to move up 5 spots. That's just not something I'm interested in doing. Of course, that's really all you can offer because you don't have a third or a fourth round selection as of right now. And I just would not give up this much capital to go and move up only 5 spots. Just not something I'm interested in doing. But let's see what PFF had to say, because I think they make a decent argument. Said a tackle already made sense for the Saints with the question marks on the left side as far as the 2022 first-rounder Trevor Penning has not panned out thus far. And veterans James Hurst and 2023 starter Andrus Peat, who is still unsigned at the time of filming this video, are not long-term starting options. I totally agree with that for the record. Now, with the news that starting right tackle, Ryan Ramczyk, has unfortunately not recovered as well as the team had hoped from knee surgery. Tackle is by far the biggest need for this roster heading into 2024. Now, in terms of the Saints draft, here's what they said. The Saints do this. They trade up all those assets to move up to the number 9 selection to get ahead of the New York Jets at number 10, who could still be in the market for a top tackle prospect despite adding Tyron Smith and Morgan Moses in free agency this offseason. Both are signed only through 2024, and the Raiders are slotted to pick at number 13. New Orleans has never shied away from a trade up for a desired player, and this year could be no different. With a glaring need at one of the most important positions in the sport, and with a veteran quarterback, Derek Carr, in need of better protection. Now, who did they pick? Olu Fashanu. I like the pick. I want to make one thing explicitly clear. I like this idea in terms of the player. I don't like the trade up, though. I think that Olu Fashanu is ready to start right now. I think that if you put him on the Saints offensive line, solely Olu Fashanu is going to improve the offense as a whole, because Derek Carr will have better protection, because Alvin Kamara, Kendre Miller, Jamal Williams, they might have better running lanes. Like, these are all things that I'm taking into consideration. I like the pick. I like the idea of Olu Fashanu, but I hate this trade-up idea. I just wouldn't do it. I'm going to be honest. It's just something that I'm not really interested in. But this isn't Trizzy Sports. It's Chat Sports. So let me know. Would you do this trade? Just give me a simple yes or no in the comment section and let me know. I'm going to be interacting with all of y'all down below, and I can't wait to see what you guys got to say. Again, for me, I'm personally going to be typing my notes. Now, I want to get to the Dennis Allen leak here in just 1 second, but I have to give a big-time shout-out to Prize Picks. Prize Picks is my favorite daily fantasy sports app, and it is the #1 DFS app in North America. And you can get started if you go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and you plug in that promo code CLNS for a first-time deposit match up to $100. Now, they don't just do NFL. They don't do just NBA. They also do esports. They do NASCAR. They do March Madness. They do all sorts of sports, men's, women's, esports. Like, if there is something you can place a projection on, Prize Picks has it. And they just put out some NFL season projections. So I'm rolling with more than Christian McCaffrey, 5 receiving touchdowns. I feel like that's just such a lock. CJ Stroud, I like them more on 26.5 passing touchdowns. I really like the player, and I love what the Houston Texans are doing right now under DeMeco Ryans. And Patrick Mahomes, it feels like you have to go with the more there. He won a Super Bowl and played really well, despite having literally nobody to throw the ball to outside of Travis Kelce. But here we are. I love my picks, and if you want to tail my picks or if you want to fade my picks, just go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Get that first-time deposit match if you use our promo code CLNS at prizepicks.com/CLNS. Shout out to Prize Picks. It's daily fantasy sports made easy. Now, I do value picks that are inside the top 100. That's why I wouldn't do that trade that we talked about just a few minutes ago. I personally would stick around and keep my picks that are in the first 2 rounds, because you don't pick again until the 5th round. And it's a lot of selections that go by without you making a move or adding to your roster. A lot of guys can go in, especially players that you like. Like, they may not be available if you do not keep your selection in the 2nd round. But let's go back to PFF on drafting Olu Fashanu. He has a great feel to cleanly kick slide and also reset against counters. And he allowed just 16 quarterback pressures and 0 sacks over the past 2 seasons, earning an 88.4 pass blocking grade in 2023 and an 82.0 true pass set blocking grade. And on top of that, he appears to be sliding a bit in the draft conversations, at least in the media's eyes, even after many viewed him as the #1 tackle if he had been able to declare after the 2022 college season. Now, Olu Fashanu is not the only option you have at offensive tackle. This class is abso-freaking-lutely loaded. And we're going to go through the Mel Kiper big board on the offensive tackle and the offensive guard position. Joe Alt, J.C. Latham, Talisi Fuaga, Olu Fashanu. Those are your top 4. For me personally, I would bump Olu Fashanu to #2. Move J.C. Latham to 4. Just kind of switch those 2 guys out. Tyler Guyton is a nice option. Amarius Mims. Both of those could possibly be in the 2nd round. Jordan Morgan, Kingsley Suamatia, and Patrick Paul to round that list out. And then if you want to go interior offensive lineman, Troy Fontenot, really, really good fit for New Orleans. I would love that pick. I also like the idea of Zach Zinter out of Michigan. He's a reliable guy that can get it done. Christian Haynes, Dominic Pooney, and Christian Mahogany to round out the top 5. And Cooper Beebe is an intriguing option as well out of the Kansas State Wildcats. And I've said this before on the channel, and I'm going to say it again. Don't force an offensive line pick. If all of your top guys are gone, go grab a pass rusher or an edge, or a pass catcher or an edge rusher, excuse me. Like, I think that those are just as important of needs. Obviously, offensive lineman is a bigger need, but I think that pass catcher and edge rusher are needs for the Saints as well, not just for this year, but for the future and for the long-term story of this team. So I don't want to force a pick at offensive lineman, but I don't even know who my dream target would be because I'd love to get a Brian Thomas Jr. I'd love a Brock Bowers, which we're going to talk about here in a second. And I'd also love the idea of getting like an Olu Fashanu or Joe Alt. I just think that any of those would be really good options, but it's your turn to sound off. Who is your dream draft target? If you could get one guy, who would it be? And I will say this. I know that you need offensive line help, but don't sleep on drafting a pass catcher in the early rounds. Dennis Allen already talked about it. We showed the quote once. We'll show it again. I want to highlight that last sentence. I certainly think that's an area in terms of a pass catcher. Not necessarily a wide receiver, but a pass catcher is something that we will continue to look at. Brock Bowers, congratulations, my friend. You are a New Orleans Saint. Everyone show him some love in the comment section. I don't know if he actually is a New Orleans Saint, but I think that it would be an excellent pick. And the fact that Dennis Allen is like further clarifying it's not a wide receiver, a pass catcher. That to me just says, oh my God, we're going to get Brock Bowers. Like that is who we want. We're doing our research. Also, that jersey swap was sick. Shout out to my girlfriend, Maddie. All right, let's talk about the Saints draft target and go through some notes that I cooked up for us. He's not just a tight end. This dude is a literal weapon and should be used that way. And I think that Clint Kubiak could utilize Brock Bowers very, very similarly as he did with George Kittle. And there's been a lot of comps of Brock Bowers and George Kittle. I think that that's a good one to kind of compare him to. Both very athletic, both really entertaining players, and both incredibly talented and have really good production. He also is a really good route runner, and he had 18 forced missed tackles last year. He is a yak machine. The guy is just impossible to tackle, and he's a generational talent that I think is the best tight end we've seen since before Kyle Pitts. Like, Kyle Pitts is great, but I love Brock Bowers a lot more, and his production last year was still really good, and that's down compared to what he did the previous year when the Bulldogs won the national championship with Stetson Bennett. I think Brock Bowers would be a home run hit. I think it would be a home run pick for New Orleans. But I also wouldn't hate the idea if you go round 2 here. Ja'Tavion Sanders. He did meet with the New Orleans Saints in a formal meeting at the NFL Scouting Combine in Indianapolis, and I think that this guy would be a really good option as well. Also, shout out that sick jersey swap. David Njoku is kind of the pro comp that he's been getting, and he has really, really nice hands. 0 drops. The dude did not drop a single pass last year. And he was 7 for 13 on contested catches in 2023. It is very clear that he is the tight end 2 in this class. Like, it's Brock Bowers, Ja'Tavion Sanders, and then a massive drop-off to tight end 3. He has really, really nice athleticism, especially for his size at 6'3", 245 pounds, which is scarily close to the size of David Njoku. And you see the production right there, 45 receptions, 682 yards, 2 touchdowns, and over 15 yards per catch. Now pick a tight end for me, Saints fans, if you could go with one of these 2 options. Are you going Brock Bowers in round 1? Or would you rather go Ja'Tavion Sanders in round 2? I can see the argument for both sides of this, but I want you to sound off in the comment section and let me know. And as always, Who Dat Nation, y'all stay golden. We'll see you next time. Let's talk about it. Let's see what you guys got to say. Mikey saying Brock looks fire in the black and gold. Dude, no, he looks so good in a Saints uniform. I'll tell you that right now. He looks damn good in a Saints uniform. He looks damn good in a Saints uniform. I'll tell you that right now. Lanky Boy wants Brock Bowers. Mikey wants Brock Bowers. Brickster, what's going on, man? How you doing, buddy? Jeremy going Brock Bowers. Queen Courtney going Brock Bowers. Anthony Wayne, Brock Bowers. I love to see it. I think I agree with you. I'd rather go Brock Bowers in round 1. But if you do go offensive line in round 1 and then you go Ja'Tavion Sanders in round 2, like, I just want y'all to be like mentally prepared. I think that's a really good pick. Like, I think that that's a good route to go. Because Ja'Tavion Sanders has really nice size, he has really nice athleticism, and he is a reliable pass catcher. I think he could immediately replace a Foster Moreau or Juwan Johnson. Either of those two guys can, to be honest. But I think both players would be excellent in New Orleans. YK Matt, Brock Bowers, Dale saying Ja'Tavion Sanders, and Kyle going Brock Bowers as well, and so is U.S. champ. Last chance to enter, Saints fans. If you want an opportunity to try and win this football, I need you to send in a $50 super chat because whoever sends in the most is getting this ball. Right now, the number to beat is $400 from Mikey Taylor. You send in $400 over the course of the month just trying to win this football. So right now, that's the number to beat. Mikey will fight you for it. If you want to try and outbid Mikey Taylor, I guarantee you won't. So if you want to try, give it a shot. But if you want to just try and get like a nice little consolation prize, for $10, we will put your name on the football. And on top of that, you also enter a raffle to win this puzzle that my girlfriend and I did a while back. It's really cool. Has a bunch of dogs watching a Saints game. Easy way for you and a loved one or like a fellow Saints fan to just kind of chop it up, have something fun to talk about, kind of unplug, not watch TV, not sit around on your phones. Like, it's a good time to do that. It's a good time. Brickster, Mexican food. Does that ring a bell, Trace? Yes, Brickster. I remember all the dumb stuff that I did on the stream. Dale wants me to write his name. If somebody sends in a $10 super chat and put for Dale, we'll put Dale Ryan on the football. There is a fee, Dale. I can't just do it for free. This isn't what I just in case you guys don't know, this is not my YouTube channel. This is a company. It's Chat Sports. I have been working here for almost 3 years now, which is wild to say. We've almost been here for 3 years, Siebes. That's freaking weird. Dude, I can't get over that. Wow. Yeah, I've been working here for a while now since graduating college. I have to do. I get to talk about the Saints every day. It's a blessing. I absolutely love it. And on top of that, I get to hang out and meet and interact with a lot of really cool people, like Lanky Boy, like Queen Courtney, like Randy, like Nico Canada, who's a legend on the chat. I mean, there's been some really, really cool people who I've gotten to meet and interact with in my time here at Chat Sports. So this isn't me just being like, oh, I make all the rules, I can bend them. No, I can't. I got a boss, just like you. It just be like that. But Lanky Boy saying you have to donate money to be on the ball. That is the rule. But it let's say, for example, Mikey is like, man, I want to get my guy Dale on the ball. Mikey could send in $10 to put for Dale, and we'll put Dale on the ball. Or, that I'm not saying Mikey has to, but Mike, you better put your dukes up, man. You better put your dukes up. You better put your dukes up. Because Randy, the legend, Lamar, bang! Randy, 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 Randy. Holy cow. Saints saying you're ignoring. I am not. It's on the screen, my guy. Holy cow. Randy, we might have 2 MVPs this month. Gonna say it. Gonna say it. We might have 2. We might. We might. Randy wants that damn ball. Randy wants the damn ball. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I need to make sure I have both of y'all's numbers correct. Because this might be a bidding war between Mikey and Randy. I'll tell you what. This could get really wild here pretty soon. So, Randy, you're at 2, 3, 4. You're at $500, Randy. And Mikey is currently sitting at 50, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450. Mikey's at 500. Mikey is at 500. What did I say? What did I say Randy was at? Mikey's at 500, so it's 2, 3. It's 500 to 500, ladies and gentlemen. It's 500 to 500. Mikey. I literally have a screen recording of the time you made an interesting remark about a Mexican food. Brickster, yeah, I remember that, dog. It was at a watch party. I made some joke about eating Mexican food, and it was going to make me shit myself or something. That was pretty funny, man. That was pretty funny. Clay, I'm sorry I was late. No worries, Clay. Don't you worry. Randy and Mikey, get your dukes up, boys. Get your dukes up. Who's going to go home with the ball? Who's going to go home with the ball? Mikey's putting them up. Randy's putting them up. Oh, Mikey's over here scheming something. I already know it. I'll tell you what, right now, I'm going to try and find a way, no matter what, to send both of you guys a football. I'm going to do my absolute best to try and get you guys both a football. Let me make that very, very clear. But Mikey and Randy, get your dukes up, boys. Get your gloves up. It's Tyson versus Paul here today, baby. It's going hard in the paint. Going hard in the paint. You know what? Because we've gotten so many super chats today, I'll throw you on the ball. Dale Ryan. Right there, brother. Right there. Dale, I put you on the ball just because we've gotten so many donations and because you've been asking. What a freaking performance by Randy. Holy cow. I'm going to try and right back over it. Oh! Mikey throwing a haymaker back. He said, mine. Mine! No, Dale! No, Randy! No, Randy! No! That's what Mikey's doing right now. That's what Mikey's doing. Of course, we love Mikey and Randy. Brickster, I'll tell you what, if somebody wants to, whatever. You retracted the message, so never mind. I was thinking about it, but never mind. Mikey's throwing down the haymakers right now. It's hilarious. Randy, Mikey, you guys are freaking legends. We're going to make sure we do something for both of y'all. Randy said, hold up, I'm coming. Hold up, I'm coming for it. I'm going to tell you right now, this could get really ugly. This could get really out of hand here very quickly. Really fast, we do have one more segment to get into. Yeah, let's just knock this shit out so that way we can have some fun. We're doing a mailbag. Do we have enough hashtag Saints? Cool. Use hashtag Saints or send in a super chat if you want to get on the show. We're going to get back to this super chat battle here in just a second. Brickster, I'll tell you what. I'll put you on the ball after this segment. Just give me 1 minute. We gotta talk ball. Dale, I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't going to you, my friend. It's going to Mikey or Randy Lemoyne. So let's talk about some questions. Let's talk about some hot takes from you guys. And let's get this thing started and rocking and rolling. Seeps, whenever you're ready, my friend. Guys, I want to encourage you to subscribe to the channel, but on top of that, go above and beyond and hit me up on social media at Girouard48. About 2,100 followers on X, formerly known as Twitter, and I'm trying to get to 2,000 followers on IG. So if you guys want to get more coverage in between these videos, easy way to do that is by following me on social media. And on top of that, I like to give you guys a chance to share your stuff. So this was a mock draft sent in by my guy, Lanky Boy, and you may know him on social media as Stanton Silver. He joined our Twitter space that I hosted the other day, and he said, I got a really good mock draft I want to send your way. So let's react to it. We got Olu Fashanu at number 14 overall. I love that selection. It looks like you also have the Saints trading one of their picks. You're trading your 45th overall pick and your third round selection in 2025 to get the Panthers' second round pick at number 33. You go with Keon Coleman there. I don't hate that selection. I like the wide receiver idea. If it's up to me, I'm going Keon Coleman, Xavier Legette, Jatavion Sanders if it's a pass catcher in round 2. And you got Audric Estime, the running back, out of Notre Dame. And another trade sending Cesar Ruiz to the Denver Broncos for a 4th-round selection, number 121 overall. Gets you into the 4th round. I don't know if Cesar Ruiz would actually get you a 4th-round pick, but something to talk about. Taj Washington, the wide receiver out of USC. Drake Nugent, the center from Michigan, gives you some backup for Eric McCoy. Maybe not a bad pick. One of my favorite selections, Luke McCaffrey, the wide receiver out of Rice, brother of Christian McCaffrey. And on top of that, he's also was a quarterback that moved to wide receiver. I think it would be an interesting option. Jordan Jefferson, the defensive lineman out of LSU. Jalen Green, a sneaky productive edge rusher for the JMU Dukes. And you got Jalen Ford and Evan Anderson to round out that mock draft. PFF gives it a B-. I'm going to give you a B+. Thank you for sending that, Lanky boy. Appreciate you, brother. Go Pels, and can the Saints trade for any offensive linemen? Now, I think we have a graphic, actually, that we've recently used to discuss some trades. Yep, there it is. Producer Seeps, best in the business. So 2 guys that I think that the Saints should try and explore. A Garrett Bowles from the Denver Broncos, pretty solid offensive tackle, or a Jack Conklin from the Cleveland Browns. I think that either one of those ideas would be a smart move for the Saints. If you don't go and draft a offensive lineman in round 1, I think that bringing in one of these tackles would make a lot of sense, and I think that this could be a really smart move for the New Orleans Saints. I personally, out of the 2, would maybe go Jack Conklin, but of course, we'll have to see how things pan out. But I want to ask you guys just kind of off-the-wall question. It's close to summertime. It's close to getting to be beach season, pool season, grilling out with the lads season. I want to know, where's your favorite and dream destination for a vacation? I want you guys to let me know in the comment section. Where's your dream vacation? For me, dude, I would love to go on an Alaskan cruise and see the Northern Lights. Other ones, go to Europe, go to like Sweden, go to, I think that'd be pretty cool. Go to Germany. Who knows? I want to go and see some really cool spots around the world, so let me know where you want to go. And on top of that, while you're down there, just really quick reminder to subscribe. Here's 5 reasons on top of the 1,000 other ones that we've given you before. But you get interactive content for free every single day. I even come in on my off days, or I come back to work after I've left to come and give you guys video. We go live multiple times a week. I'm trying to do a lot of Twitter Spaces and interactive stuff for you to have a forum and you to have a platform to talk about the Saints. And on top of that, we have live off-season and regular season coverage. Our watch parties are electric, and it's Saints videos by Saints fans for Saints fans. So if you want 100% free content, really quick reminder to subscribe and help us reach 27,000. Duff Nation, who do you think, excuse me, who do you think we are drafting first? I got to put some water down. I'm so sorry, Duff Nation. I think that the Saints are going to go one of 2 routes. It's going to be an offensive lineman like Olu Fashanu, or it's going to be a Brock Bowers. Dennis Allen, in a recent quote, said that they are going to continue to target pass catchers. We actually discussed that in a video from the other day. It's on the channel. It's one of the most recent ones. I'm sure you'll be able to figure out which one it is. I think that it's going to be an offensive tackle, or I think it's a Brock Bowers. Or, could also explore Jared Verse, an edge rusher, I think would be a smart move. If I had to pick 5 options, Olu Fashanu, Brock Bowers, Jared Verse, Laitu Latu, Troy Fontenot. Those are my 5 picks that I think the Saints will make in the first round. Garrett, let's kick it to you, brother. Should we draft Jordan Travis at a later round? Been asked this question a few times. I'm not going to get into my full answer. No, I'm good. At most, I would want to bring him in as a UDFA. I'm really not interested in drafting Jordan Travis. I don't think you need to go and draft a quarterback in the late rounds. Like, if you're going to go do it, go grab Michael Pratt in the 5th if you can make that happen. I'm just not really that high on Jordan Travis. It's nothing against him. It's just I don't think that he'd be a great fit in New Orleans. But really quick, I want to give you guys a reminder to check out today's presenting sponsor, and it is the Game Time app. So you should go download the Game Time app and use the promo code at the bottom of your screen, Chat Sports. That's ChatSports for $20 off your first purchase. You shouldn't have to worry when you buy tickets to your next big event. And Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you. With killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and the best price guarantee, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying tickets. So download the Game Time app. Use the promo code CHATSPORTS. Once again, that's CHATSPORTS to get $20 off. Use that code to get tickets to LSU baseball, March Madness if you're around that area, or if you want to go see a concert in New Orleans. I encourage you to check out the Game Time app. Terms apply. Create an account. Use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Would you draft a quarterback in 2024 from Mikey Taylor? First of all, real one right here. Mikey, this MVP football might be headed to you, my friend. If you can hold on a little bit longer, it might be headed your way. Would you draft a quarterback? I am not going to I'm not going to prioritize it. That was the word I was looking for. I'm not going to go and sit there in the draft room on day one and say, I need to leave this weekend with a quarterback. Now, if a Michael Pratt falls to you in the 5th, I wouldn't hate it, but I'm not prioritizing getting a quarterback. Like, it's not something I would even think about using a pick in the top 100 for. But, again, I wouldn't hate a guy like Michael Pratt, maybe a Spencer Rattler or something. I just don't think the Saints are going quarterback this year because they traded up to get Hanner last year, and they already brought in Nathan Peterman. That's good. Carrick Dar, who do you think gets cut this offseason? I think there's a handful of names that could be out there. One that definitely comes to mind is Peyton Turner. I mean, the guy's just been let's call a spade. Dude's been a bust. He was a first-round pick, and he has not even played enough games to rack up an entire season. And let's be honest, if this was the season production for a first-round pick, we would all be beside ourselves. We would be shitting our pants. I think that Peyton Turner is not a lock to make this roster. I think that he is one of the first people that could get cut. Do I want him to get cut? I don't know. Can he figure it out? I don't know. That's why I don't know if I want to cut him. But I could see the Saints making a move in terms of clearing up a roster spot. It's not going to save you really any money, really all that at all. But I don't think Peyton Turner is a lock to make the roster. Thank you for your question. Dwayne, let's go to you, brother. What would you give for Justin Simmons? I would do a 2-year contract up to $25 million, and I would make 18 of it guaranteed. What do you think about that, producer Steves? 2-year contract, $25 million, up to 25, but 18 is guaranteed. You're paying him $9 million a season. One of the best safety duos, if you put him and Tyrann Mathieu together, feels like that would be a really good contract. Queen Courtney, we want to show some love. Everyone do me a favor and type Queen Courtney down in the comment section. If you were a part of our live shows, you would know why we're doing this, but show her some love. Thoughts on going offensive line later picks if Rome Odunze is there? Rome Odunze is a player I would love the Saints to get. I think in terms of wide receiver, he fits the exact mold of what I want. I don't want a speedster. I don't want a short, small, good route running guy. No, I want somebody who's big-bodied, who's thick, who can dominate at the point of catch, who can also break tackles, who can be lethal over the middle, can be deadly on the sidelines. Rome Odunze fits that mold to a T. I would love that selection for the New Orleans Saints. If they could land Rome Odunze and go get an offensive tackle in round 2, this offensive line group is loaded, so I would not mind going that route whatsoever. Queen Courtney, thank you so much for sending in your question, and we want to send thoughts and prayers to you and your family through this time for you guys. And real quick reminder, if you want to give me a follow on social media, it's at TraceGirouard48 on Instagram. It's also the same on X. The links are in the comment section description of this video. I've been doing a lot of Twitter spaces recently, so if you want to have an opportunity to talk to me directly and be able to interact with me in real time on social media in front of thousands of other Saints fans, trying to get guys like Ross Jackson, John Hendricks, Chris Rosvoglu, a lot of those guys, I've reached out to them and they responded well and said that they would be interested. We just got to make it work in terms of timing. But I want you to give me a follow so that way you can not only get more content, but also be a part of a really cool community that I'm trying to build. Y'all stay golden, Who Dat Nation. See you next time. was trying to hold that in the entire time. I was trying to not freak out the entire time. Randy, you son of a gun, you did it again. Randy, you done did it, man. You done freaking did it. Now, Mikey, you're down $50. You're down 50. That's how the math is math in there. You are down by 50, Mikey. If you want to get back on the tie, just need a $50 super chat. Quinn Courtney, $20. Trying to beat any other girls that want to go against me. LOL. We love our Who Dat queens. We love our sensational women. You like what I did there? They're sensational. Quinn Courtney is a legend and a real one. The definition of it, by the way, even when she is back home in Alabama, dealing with some family stuff, she's still hanging out and chopping it up with us. Quinn Courtney, we do not deserve your support. We do not deserve your friendship, and we do not deserve your presence. However, we're very blessed, and I cannot say thank you enough for supporting me in my career and us here at Chat Sports. Again, if there's anything I can do for you, Courtney, you have my email. You have me on social media. Please do not hesitate to reach out. We don't live too far away from each other. If there's anything, I'm more than happy to try and help you out in any way. Just reach out. Don't hesitate. I truly do not. I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. But last chance. Woo, 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 woo. Last chance to enter the raffle giveaway. $10. It gets you a raffle ticket and your name on the football. And on top of that, if you want to send in a 50 right now, you can get this football, but you got to get past Mikey Taylor and Randy Lemoyne, who are duking it out. They are, I mean, it's Mayweather Pacquiao. They're throwing elbows. They're getting dirty. They're using chairs and shit. I mean, I'm pretty sure when Randy sent that $100 super chat, the Stone Cold Steve Austin glass break went in, and the rattlesnake came walking down the ramp. My girlfriend, Maddie the Baddie, Queen Courtney, I would go against you, but I'm trying to save up for a dog for this man. Maddie, that's a good point. We're trying to save up for a dog, so your super chats do help me put money to the pet Gumbo fund. I'm going to have a dog, and his name's going to be Gumbo, and he's going to be my best friend. He's going to be adorable. There you go. Dale wants the ball. Dale, better get active then, my friend. Better get active. I did say I'd put Brickster on the ball, so let's go ahead and do that. I cannot write and talk at the same time because I am not a smart human being. Brickster, middle, bottom, right there. Queen Courtney saying, haha, Maddie, your man is amazing with the job he does. Queen Courtney, no, you're amazing. You're amazing, girl. You are an inspiration to not just me, but to everybody here in the chat. Shout out to you. Ken wants me to get a St. Bernard puppy. So fun fact, Ken, Maddie's aunt's boyfriend has a St. Bernard. He also still is in contact with the people who had the litter. So maybe a St. Bernard is something that could be in the works here, Ken. That would be awesome. I would love a St. Bernard puppy. We're going to set a 2-minute shot clock, though. Any super chats, this is your last chance to get in. After today, we're going to call it. I'm going to reach out to Mikey and Randy separately, and I'm just going to let you guys know what we're doing here because, shit, man, y'all, man, there's just nothing I can really say other than thank y'all. Thank you guys for the support. We're going to try and figure out something special for both of you guys real quick, but 2 minutes on the clock. Randy, or Mikey, right now you're down 50, I believe. Was that right? They were tied, and then, yeah, Mikey sent a 50 to go up. Randy sent in 100 to go back on top. So, Mikey, I'll tell you what. Right now, you're down by 50, but if Randy is okay with it, if Randy is okay with just saying, handshake agreement, you and I, we duke this one out, we can both get a ball. If both of you agree to that, we'll just call it and we'll be done. But if one of y'all want to just say, F that guy, I want the damn football, it's mine and mine only, you know what to do here. You know what to do. Just saying. We do have about a minute left on our timer. Randy, Mikey, let me know if you guys are cool with the handshake agreement of both of y'all get a ball. Also, if you guys don't want the other person to get a ball, say F Mikey or F Randy. It's not really F them. It's just having fun. We want to do all that. Randy says, I'll text you. Okay, cool. Good to know, Randy. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Also, thank you for emailing me and hitting me up and being like, yo, are you going live? Because literally, like, the second we were about to go, I took a picture. I was like, Randy, we're going live. It was hilarious. Mikey says, Randy, are you cool with it? Randy, do you have a handshake agreement with Mikey Taylor where both of y'all can walk home with a ball? What do you think there, Randy? What do you think there? Courtney, blessings and prayers from King Ken Fox, as we call him. King Ken. Randy says he loves the Queen. We all love the Queen. We all love the Queen. All right. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ethan saying, Trace, it's time. Ethan, it's time! 1 to 10 for $10. All right, Seeps. You want to help me pick a number 1 through 10 and see if we can get Ethan? He's got me every single. I've never gotten this one right, but let's see if you can make it happen. Let's see if producer Seeps has a lucky number. 1 through 10. All right, I like that. I like that. Ethan, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have you send your number. I'm gonna have you send your number in the chat, and I'm gonna close my eyes. And I'm just going to guess it. Also, really quick, before I guess, I'm only looking at Randy's message. He says, I'm good. Randy, can you just say, like, can Randy and Mikey both just put whether or not you're cool with both of y'all getting a football? Just so that way we can make it clear. I don't want either one of y'all feeling like you got screwed. All right, I'm going to roll with the number 4. Mikey said, Trace, it's 4. I'm like, Mikey's been right multiple times. He says, Randy said, all good, bro. I just want to make sure that, like, it seems like Randy and Mikey are cool with it. I just want to make sure they both spent a good amount of money on this. I don't want either of y'all feeling like you got screwed. Like, that's what I want to make sure and make very clear here. Time Man says, do me. All right, Randy agrees. Mikey, they agree. I'm going to email both of y'all individually. I have both of you guys' contact information. I'll shoot you guys an email / a text tomorrow morning. The bosses are out of town right now, so I got to talk to one of our other live show guys here and say, hey, I need it. So we'll get it figured out for you guys. Handshake agreement with Mikey. Gentlemen, that is pure class right there, gentlemen. That is pure class, something that the Atlanta Falcons could never do. Between the two of you, better than the Atlanta Falcons. All right, producer Seeps. Feels like it's time to wrap this one up. So we're also 15 away from 500. That would be pretty cool. Just gonna say that. Mikey says, "Sounds good. One hell of a fight, Randy." I mean, they're both. Hold on, I want to see. There's this picture I want you to show on here real quick. Let me see if there's this funny pic. I mean, this literally felt like it was the two greats going at it. I mean, this was Tyson Fury. This is Mike Tyson. This is the greats going. Boom! Queen Courtney gets us over 500. And I should have listened to the Queen. I always should have listened to the Queen. All right. Everyone send some prayers out to Queen Courtney and her family. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna call today's show and we're gonna hop on out of here because I still want to put out some content for you guys here in just a few minutes. So in about 10 minutes, we're gonna put out the information around Charlie Smith, the kicker that's trying out for the Saints. So if you missed anything, we'll have a video out here in just a few minutes, and we'll also have a video out this next few days just so you guys know. I will be hosting the NFL Daily channel at Chat Sports tomorrow afternoon. So, booyah. Come check us out. Come hang out there. Randy says we're bros. Hey, I'm dapping up Randy. I'm dapping up Mikey. That one's for you, brother. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to head on out of here. Oscar, they tie. They handshake agreement. They agreed to do a tie. They agreed for both of them to get a football. So we're going to send them both a football. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Everyone, thank you for the super chats. Everyone, thank you for subscribing and tuning in today. We're hopping on out of here. I love you guys. Y'all stay golden. See you next time.